here. I am getting dressed in some winter gear because about to go film a vlog for Christmas time, thus the attire. But I wanted to hop in and answer a question that a lot of you have been asking lately, which is this. How do I know who to design hack or even who to funnel hack, right? I think there's all this talk and this brilliant principle where it's like model what works, but then there's the question of, but how do I know if it's actually working? Like, how can I be sure? So I actually want to talk to you about two specific ways that you can do to analyze and assess whether or not the site that you are modeling, whether it's for funnel hacking, which is more has to do with your content, hook, story, offer, the actual order of your pages, your leads, like if that's working, or if you're looking for somebody to model with design hacking, which is more about how does your page actually look in terms of structure or fonts or images or paint colors or spacing or call to actions or whatever it is, right? And with both of those, the principles are actually the same, and let me walk you through them. First thing you need to know, before you are looking for somebody to model, you need to be able to assess and look into these three things. First you need to answer is, who is in my same niche? Who is talking to my same customer base? And who is getting my customer base to do what I want them to do? Those are the three types of people that we are going to search for in terms of people that we can model, okay? So for example, niche, women's weight loss, okay? Customer base, women between the ages of 18 to 34, right? And do what we want them to do. Maybe it's download a free app, right? So what we would do is we would then go using those three things, try and find who is killing it in their niche with their customer base and what we're wanting them to do. And what we'll see is that there are actually similarities and patterns in these sites that we find. Now, as we're going to research, the first thing that I'm going to tell you is it's actually a lot easier than you think. The thing that I tell my students all the time is trust your search engines, okay? So if we're in like the women's weight loss niche and we're trying to find sites to follow, literally Google top women fitness gurus to follow. Pull up the top 10 pages. Done. I'm telling you, if they are ranking on Google, there is relevancy to what they are doing and you want to pay attention to it, okay? Same thing with customer base or niche, right? Like app. You might say like top, best landing pages for apps. You know HubSpot has made an article for that. Done. Go see what's happening. Find the patterns, okay? So number one thing, trust your search engines. Again, people think that it has to be harder than that, but it really doesn't. But if you really, really want to make sure and take things to the next level, I want to tell you about a tactic. I actually learned this from my friend Ben Moot. He's an amazing, amazing funnel hacker. And what he said is this. He said, you can trust that a funnel is working, meaning it's converting, right? If somebody has sent traffic to it, a significant amount of traffic to it for a significant amount of time. Now let's break that down. What does that mean? You can actually look and see what the ads are that are being sent to a specific funnel page. So like let's go to cfdesignschool.com. That's my funnel, for example. If you do research, I'm going to tell you how to do it in just a second. If you did research, you would see that not only have I sent a bunch of money to it, but I've sent a bunch of money to it over a period of time, right? So let's say somebody just like threw like $100 grand at a funnel, and you're like, oh my gosh, they threw $100 grand at this funnel, it must be working. But then you're like, they've only been doing ads for a month, right? And then they stopped. What does that tell you? It means that they threw $100 grand, they threw six figures at this and it bombed, so they stopped it, right? But if you're like, oh, they've been throwing like 10 to 20 grand to this every single month for the last 4 months, 5 months, 6 months, that means that it's working, that it's worth continuing to put money in there. So that's another thing that you want to do to analyze. Now, how you can do this, there are a few free tools that you can use, but honestly, the easiest way to figure out the longevity of an ad is you can actually figure it out for free. If you go to Facebook and you go to somebody's business page, there's actually a tab on the right where you can go and you can see what ads have been actually playing. Like, you can see every active ad that somebody is running. Amazing, right? And so what you can do is you can see how long it's been playing, the reactions, the comments. And so again, like if something has a ton of engagement, you can figure that out and you can go see. You'll be like, wow, this has like 47,000 views. This has 300,000 views. Like obviously this has been around for a while, right? So you can be like, okay, whatever funnel they're sending that ad to, it's obviously converting, okay? Now, again, there are other paid tools that you can use to figure out like exactly how long something's been around, exactly how much money, but I'm not going to go into those today. That will be in another video. I just want to show you like nitty gritty, down and dirty, if you need to find out fast for free, how do you tell if something is working? How can you tell if something's converting? Step number 1, trust your search engine. Step number 2, go to Facebook, see what ads are running, and if there's longevity to the ad in terms of how long it's been run, and if there's a substantial amount of money that they've sent to it, then you know the funnel works.